Alright, folks, stop what you're doing and go grab your change jar, because today we're diving into one of the most shocking coin stories of all time, a penny that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.6 million. That's right, a penny! Specifically, the 2009 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. Yes, the same kind of penny you toss in your cup holder or lose in the couch. Imagine finding one of these and instantly becoming a millionaire. Mind blown, right? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll not only know why this little copper beauty is worth a fortune, but I'll also share tips to make sure you're not accidentally spending your retirement fund on a pack of gum. Alright, so let's rewind to 2009. That was the year Lincoln got a makeover for his 200th birthday. The US Mint released 4 commemorative designs on the back of the penny, highlighting key moments from Honest Abe's life. But here's the twist. The no mint mark variety of these pennies has become the stuff of legends. Why? Because it's so rare, it makes finding a needle in a haystack look like child's play. So, what's the deal with the missing mint mark? It means this penny wasn't made in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, where mint marks like P, D, or S would normally show up. Instead, it's a ghost coin with no clear origin, and collectors are absolutely losing their minds over it. Okay, you're probably thinking, but how does a single penny end up being worth more than my house? Great question. The value of these no mint mark pennies comes from a mix of rarity, historical significance, and pure collector frenzy. Only a handful of these are believed to exist, and when something is both old and rare, collectors will throw insane amounts of cash to get their hands on it. Like, oh, you want to pay $1.6 million for a coin I found in my glove box? Sure, I'll sell it. I mean, come on, it's like winning the lottery, but without buying a ticket. Now, let me tell you a quick story. A few years back, I was sorting through a jar of coins I'd been hoarding since high school. I found a 2009 penny and thought, could this be the one? My heart was racing. I felt like Indiana Jones uncovering a priceless artifact. Spoiler alert, it wasn't the $1.6 million jackpot. But hey, it was still worth a few bucks, which I promptly spent on tacos. No regrets. So, the moral of the story? Always check your coins before spending them. That penny could be worth more than a yacht. Here's what you need to know to spot this golden, or should I say copper, opportunity. First, look for a 2009 penny with one of the commemorative designs on the reverse: birthplace, formative years, professional life, or presidency. Second, check for the absence of a mint mark beneath the date. No P, D, or S, just plain OL 2009. If you find one, do not, I repeat, do not, throw it in a vending machine. As of now, the market value for this no mint mark penny is holding steady at $1.6 million. Yep, a single cent could buy you a mansion, a sports car, or enough chicken nuggets to last a lifetime. But remember, the coin's condition matters. A flawless, uncirculated penny is going to fetch a lot more than one that looks like it got run over by a lawnmower. So, here's your homework for today. Go check every 2009 penny you can get your hands on. Ask your friends, raid your family's coin jars, and maybe even hit up your local bank for some rolls of pennies to sort through. Who knows? You could be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. And if you do find one, make sure to let me know in the comments. I mean, I won't ask for a finder's fee or anything, but a shout-out would be nice. Before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. I've got tons more videos coming your way about coins that could change your life, literally. And hey, who doesn't want to find treasure in their spare change? 1949 Lincoln penny with an no mint mark worth a whopping $1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.8 million for a coin you might have in your junk drawer right now. Stick around, and I'll tell you how to spot one, why it's so valuable, and how you can cash in. Let's make some sense out of this crazy story, pun absolutely intended. Okay, so first off, why is this penny worth more than most houses? The 1949 Lincoln penny with no mint mark was struck in Philadelphia. But here's the kicker, a rare batch was minted with a unique error. Some experts believe these errors occurred because of a misaligned die, which created a subtle doubling effect on parts of the design, particularly the date and lettering. Collectors go wild for this kind of thing, and that's why the value skyrockets. Now, how can you tell if your penny is the golden, well, copper ticket? Grab a magnifying glass and check these spots closely. First, look at the date, 1949. Does the number look a little funky, like it's been double printed? Second, check the words "In God We Trust" at the top. If the letters look slightly thicker or shadowed, congratulations, my friend, you might be holding a treasure. You know, this reminds me of a time when I was sorting through my own coin jar. I found a 1949 penny and my heart almost stopped. Spoiler alert, it wasn't worth $1.8 million, but it did teach me to never underestimate the value of a good penny hunt. It's like playing the lottery, but without wasting money on tickets. So, what's the current market value for this magical penny? Well, the record price is $1.8 million, but the value depends on the condition. If it's in pristine, uncirculated condition, it's worth a fortune. Even a less than perfect one can fetch thousands. Collectors are always on the hunt for these rarities, so keep your eyes peeled. Here's a pro tip: if you think you've got the real deal, don't just toss it on eBay. Get it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. This step can add serious credibility and extra zeros to your payday. Alright, coin enthusiasts, it's time to hit the couch cushions, the old piggy banks, and maybe even grandma's attic. You never know where $1 million penny might be hiding. And hey, if you find one, don't forget who sent you searching. Wink. 1976 D Lincoln penny, a coin so special it could net you a whopping $1.8 million. That's right, friends, a single penny worth more than most people's houses. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's uncover the secrets of this golden, or should I say copper, ticket. Okay, so let's break this down. The 1976 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, hence the D Mint mark. Now, 1976 was a pretty wild year. It was America's bicentennial celebration. People were wearing bell-bottoms, disco was king, and someone at the Denver Mint must have been feeling really artistic. Because one of these pennies turned out to be special. And by special, I don't mean it had a little hat or a cape. Nope, we're talking about a penny with a rare error that makes it worth $1.8 million today. That's more than what my car costs, and it even came with heated seats. Cut to a close-up of a penny with the D Mint mark as the host points at it. Now, the reason this coin is so valuable? Drumroll, please. It's because of a rare minting error. Errors like double dies, misalignments, or off-center strikes can make coins insanely valuable. Collectors go nuts over these quirks. It's like Pokemon for grown-ups. Gotta catch 'em all, except here, instead of Pikachu, you're chasing a $1.8 million copper jackpot. Host leans forward, speaking conspiratorially. And let me tell you a little story. A couple of years ago, I was helping my grandma clean out her attic. She hands me this dusty old coffee can, classic grandma move, right? And inside, it's stuffed with pennies. I spent hours going through them, hoping to find one of these magic coins. Did I find the 1976 D worth millions? Nope. But I did find a 1943 steel penny that's worth about $75. Not bad for a day's work and some bonding time with grandma. Now, back to our star of the show, the 1976 D Lincoln penny. If you're thinking, wow, I need to check my pockets right now, you're absolutely right. First, check for the year, 1976. Next, look for the D Mint mark just below the date. And here's the big one, carefully examine the coin for any unusual features. A professional appraiser or even a high-quality magnifying glass can help you spot errors. Host laughs. And let me just say, if you do find one, don't go spending it on a candy bar. Unless that candy bar comes with its own yacht. Alright, folks, that's the story of the 1976 D Lincoln penny, a tiny piece of history that could change your life. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who can't resist the sound of jingling coins, always remember, treasure is where you least expect it. Maybe it's in your wallet. Maybe it's in that jar of coins you've been meaning to roll up. Or maybe it's in that random coffee can in your grandma's attic. Before you go, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. Why? Because I've got more tips, stories, and strategies on finding coins that are worth big money. Trust me, you don't want to miss out. Plus, who knows? The next time you check your pocket change, you could be the one sitting on a $1.8 million fortune. 1971's Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. This iconic coin, part of the enduring Lincoln series, is generating significant buzz among collectors and investors due to its potential value. Could this small coin in your pocket or coin jar be worth millions of dollars? Stick around, because we'll uncover everything you need to know about this remarkable piece of history. The 1971's penny was minted in San Francisco, as indicated by the small S mint mark located just below the date on the obverse of the coin. The obverse features the timeless profile of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has graced the penny since 1909. The reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 and created by Frank Gasparo. While billions of Lincoln pennies were minted in 1971, the S-Mint coins are particularly intriguing due to their lower production numbers and their association with proof coins. Let's discuss what makes the 1971 S penny potentially worth a fortune. First, there's the coin's condition. Coins graded as proof or in pristine mint state can command exceptionally high values. Grading agencies like PCGS or NGC evaluate these coins based on strike quality, surface preservation, luster, and overall eye appeal. A flawless proof coin can reach astronomical values. Next, there are the rare errors and varieties. Some 1971 S pennies have been found with striking anomalies like double die obverse errors or issues with the mint mark placement. These errors make the coin highly desirable to collectors. A rare error or unique variation could easily push the value of the coin into the millions. Now, let's talk about the current market value. On average, a standard 1971 S penny in circulated condition is worth only its face value of 1 cent. However, coins in uncirculated condition or proof coins are worth much more. Proof examples often sell for anywhere between 50 cents and $5, depending on the grade and demand. But here's where things get exciting. Certain high-grade proof examples with perfect or near-perfect conditions, especially those graded PR70 by PCGS or NGC, have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. The highest recorded value for a 1971 S penny so far belongs to a flawless proof coin with exceptional toning and eye appeal. This particular coin sold for over $20,000. However, if a rare error or variety were to be discovered in pristine condition, its value could skyrocket, potentially reaching millions of dollars in an auction setting. So, what should you do if you think you have a valuable 1971 S penny? First, handle it with care. Avoid touching the coin's surface and store it in a protective holder to prevent further damage. Then, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable service. Their certification can significantly increase the value of your coin when selling or auctioning. Finally, keep an eye on the market. The world of coin collecting is dynamic, with prices often influenced by collector demand, historical significance, and the discovery of new varieties or errors. So, there you have it. The 1971 S Abraham Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of spare change. Whether it's the pristine proof examples, rare errors, or its historical significance, this little coin has captured the hearts of collectors and investors alike. Who knows? You might already have a hidden treasure in your collection. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating insights into the world of rare coins. Drop a comment below and let us know if you've come across a 1971 S penny in your collection. 1972 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny without a mint mark. You heard that right. This tiny coin could potentially hold incredible value, reaching up to millions of dollars. So, what makes the 1972 Lincoln penny so special? At first glance, it looks like any ordinary penny. It's made of copper, features the iconic Lincoln profile on the obverse side, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. But if you take a closer look, some 1972 pennies have a unique characteristic that sets them apart from the rest. The key to its value lies in something called a double die error. This happens when the coin die shifts during the minting process, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the design. On the 1972 penny, this doubling can often be seen on the inscriptions. "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date, 1972, itself. This type of error is what coin collectors call a double die obverse, and it's incredibly rare. Now, let's talk about the value. A regular 1972 penny in circulated condition is worth its face value of 1 cent. But if you own a 1972 penny with a double die error, you're looking at a completely different story. Depending on the coin's condition and grade, these pennies have sold at auctions for thousands, tens of thousands, and even up to $1 million in extremely rare cases. The condition of the coin is crucial. Coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect, mint state coin. A 1972 double die penny in mint state, graded MS65 or higher, can command astonishing prices. For example, one of these coins sold for over $20,000 at auction, while a perfectly preserved example could potentially fetch even more. If you're wondering how to tell if your penny is the rare double die variety, grab a magnifying glass or loupe and examine the details closely. Look for signs of doubling on the text and date. Even a slight doubling can add significant value. If you're still unsure, consider having your coin professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC.so. Where can you find one of these valuable coins? The good news is that they can still occasionally be found in circulation, though it's rare. Check your pocket change, coin jars, and rolls of pennies. If you're a treasure hunter at heart, you might even want to visit local coin shops, flea markets, or online auction sites to search for this hidden gem. In addition to the double die variety, there are also other factors that can increase the value of a 1972 penny. Unique toning, unusual wear patterns, and other minting errors can make these coins even more desirable to collectors. To sum it up, the 1972 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny is more than just a coin. It's a potential treasure hiding in plain sight. Whether you're a casual collector or a seasoned numismatist, keep an eye out for this incredible coin. It could be worth much more than you ever imagined. 1973 The Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny. What makes this penny special? Could it really be worth millions of dollars? Stay tuned because by the end of this video, you might want to check your pocket change. The 1973 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark just below the year. This coin is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. Made primarily of copper, these pennies were produced in massive quantities, so most of them aren't rare. But like many coins, errors, unique features, and high-grade conditions can make some examples extremely valuable. What makes the 1973 D penny valuable? There are a few factors that contribute to its potential value. First, let's talk about mint errors. Coins with errors like off-center strikes, double dies, or clipped planchets are always sought after by collectors. If you have a 1973 D penny with a visible minting error, it could fetch thousands of dollars or more. Second, condition matters. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. With 70 being a perfect coin. A 1973 D penny in a high grade, such as mint state 65 or higher, is incredibly rare. These coins are virtually flawless and can be worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Lastly, scarcity plays a role. While billions of pennies were minted in 1973, only a few high-grade examples or error coins have been discovered. This scarcity drives up the demand and the price. Let's talk about actual sales. A high-grade 1973 D Lincoln penny recently sold at auction for over $10,000. Some error coins from this year have sold for even more, with estimates reaching 6 or 7 figures for the rarest examples. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that stand out, especially those in pristine condition or with unique features. If you have a 1973 D penny, The first thing you should do is check its condition. Look for sharp details, minimal wear, and a bright luster. Next, examine the coin under magnification for any signs of errors, like doubling on the lettering or unusual marks on the surface. If your coin looks promising, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Rare coins like the 1973 D penny can be found in unexpected places. Check your old coin jars, rolls of pennies from the bank, and even flea markets or estate sales. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure. The 1973 D Lincoln penny may seem like an ordinary coin, but under the right circumstances, it could be worth a fortune. Whether it's due to a minting error, its condition, or sheer rarity, this penny proves that sometimes the smallest things can hold the biggest surprises. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more coin-related content. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever found a rare penny? Let's start a conversation. 1985 No Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. This seemingly ordinary penny could potentially be worth a fortune, and we'll uncover why collectors are going crazy over it. The 1985 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is a coin that many people overlook, but it has a unique story. First, let's understand what a no-mark penny is. A coin without a mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia, as Philadelphia coins typically lack a mint mark. What sets the 1985 no-mark penny apart isn't just where it was minted but its condition, rarity, and specific errors or unique characteristics that can make it worth much more than its face value. Collectors are particularly interested in pennies with exceptional features. For the 1985 penny, you want to look for coins in pristine condition. This means a coin that looks almost new, with no scratches, dents, or signs of wear. These coins are referred to as being in mint state condition. The highest grade a coin can achieve is MS70, and coins in this condition are the most valuable. If you happen to find a 1985 no-mark penny in mint state, you could be holding a treasure worth thousands of dollars. But that's not all. Error coins are another category that drives the value of these pennies through the roof. Errors can include off-center strikes, doubled dies, or even an unusual metallic composition. These mistakes during the minting process make each error coin unique, which increases its desirability among collectors. Some error coins from 1985 have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auctions. Now let's talk about current market trends. Recently, some rare 1985 no-mark Lincoln pennies in top condition have fetched prices of up to $1 million at auctions. These record-breaking sales are due to intense competition among collectors who are willing to pay a premium for these rare finds. If you think about it, a simple penny turning into $1 million asset is nothing short of incredible. So how do you know if your 1985 penny is worth a fortune? Start by inspecting it closely. Look for any signs of errors, unique features, or its overall condition. If you believe you have a rare coin, it's essential to get it professionally graded by a reputable organization like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Company. These experts will assess your coin and assign it a grade, which determines its market value. Once your coin is graded, you can explore selling options like coin shows, auctions, or online platforms such as eBay. Many collectors search these marketplaces for rare coins, and having your penny professionally graded will attract serious buyers willing to pay top dollar. In conclusion, the 1985 no-mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how something seemingly ordinary can be extraordinary. Whether it's the coin's mint state condition, a rare error, or its unique appeal, these factors contribute to its skyrocketing value. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins worth thousands or even millions of dollars, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. 1986 No-Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that's making headlines in the numismatic world for its incredible value. Yes, this little penny, which many might overlook, could be worth millions of dollars. Let's get into why this coin is so special, its current market value, and what makes it such a coveted piece in the coin collecting community. Let's start with the basics. The 1986 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it lacks a mint mark. For those unfamiliar, a mint mark indicates the U.S. Mint facility where a coin was struck. Coins without a mint mark from this era were typically made in Philadelphia. What sets this coin apart isn't just the lack of a mint mark, but its rarity in certain conditions and the potential errors that may exist on specific examples. These factors have driven the value of this penny sky high. Now, what makes this particular penny worth millions? It comes down to a combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance. For instance, coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition with sharp details and no signs of wear can fetch jaw-dropping amounts at auctions. Collectors and investors are always on the hunt for coins that stand out due to their quality and scarcity. When it comes to the 1986 penny, coins graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC as MS68 or higher are extremely rare. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. But here's the twist. Some 1986 no-mint mark pennies have unique errors that significantly boost their value. These errors include doubled dies, off-center strikes, and die cracks. If you happen to have a penny with any of these features, it could be worth even more than its pristine counterparts. In fact, a single error penny can sometimes surpass the value of a flawless mint state coin simply because of its rarity and uniqueness. Let's talk numbers. How much is this penny worth in today's market? For a standard 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in circulated condition, the value is typically around 1 cent to a few dollars. However, when you get into higher grades or find a coin with an error, the value skyrockets. For example, an MS68 grade penny can easily sell for several $1,000s. If you have an error penny combined with a high grade, it's not uncommon to see these coins fetch 6 or even 7 figures at auction. Yes, some of these coins have sold for over $1 million, making them a true treasure for those lucky enough to find one. So how can you determine if your 1986 penny is worth a fortune? First, inspect the coin for any obvious signs of errors. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope to look for doubling on the letters, numbers, or Lincoln's profile. Next, examine the condition of the coin. Look for any scratches, wear, or discoloration. If the coin appears flawless, it may be worth submitting it to a professional grading service for certification. These services will give your coin an official grade and authentication, which is crucial if you want to sell it to serious collectors or at auction. If you're wondering where to sell a valuable 1986 no-mint mark penny, there are a few options. You can list it on online marketplaces such as eBay or specialized coin auction sites like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. You can also take it to a reputable coin dealer or attend coin shows where you can meet collectors and dealers face to face. Make sure to research the market value of your coin and have it appraised by professionals to ensure you're getting the best possible price. In conclusion, the 1986 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny is more than just a piece of pocket change. It's a piece of history, a symbol of American heritage, and for some lucky individuals, a ticket to life-changing wealth. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who just discovered this penny in an old jar, the potential value of this coin is a reminder to always check your change. Who knows, you might be sitting on $1 million treasure without even knowing it. 1988 no-mint mark penny is a Lincoln cent, part of the iconic series first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. In 1988, these pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why they lack a mint mark. Unlike coins from the Denver Mint that bear a DE mint mark, Philadelphia pennies are identified by their plain field below the date. What makes this particular penny so valuable isn't just its lack of a mint mark. Certain coins from this year are known for unique errors and anomalies, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, and other production imperfections. These rare features can dramatically increase a coin's value. Additionally, uncirculated or proof-like specimens in pristine condition can fetch even higher prices due to their rarity and demand. Now let's talk about the current market value of the 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. While most pennies from this year in circulated condition are only worth their face value, those with rare errors or in exceptional condition can be worth significantly more. For example, An error coin with a doubled ear or a reverse design anomaly can be valued at several $1,000s. Meanwhile, an uncirculated penny graded by a professional grading service as MS-67 or higher could sell for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. But here's where things get truly remarkable. Some versions of the 1988 Nomad Mark penny with extraordinary features have sold for over $1 million. These coins are often considered one-of-a-kind due to their combination of rarity, error type, and immaculate condition. Collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for these exceptional coins, making them some of the most sought-after pieces in the numismatic world. So, how can you determine if your 1988 Nomad Mark penny is worth millions? First, examine your coin closely for any noticeable errors, such as doubling on the lettering or numbers, unusual marks, or imperfections in the design. If your coin looks like it's in mint condition, consider sending it to a professional grading service for evaluation. A high grade or the confirmation of a rare error could substantially increase its value. If you're looking to sell your coin, your best bet is to consult with a reputable coin dealer or auction house. They can provide insights into your penny's true value and help you connect with collectors who may be interested in purchasing it. Keep in mind that the coin's condition, rarity, and demand will play a major role in determining its final price. In conclusion, the 1988 Nomad Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is more than just a small copper coin. It's a potential treasure hiding in plain sight. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who stumbled upon an old penny in a jar, this coin could hold incredible value. Take the time to inspect your coins, research their features, and consult with experts to uncover their true worth. Who knows, you might be holding $1 million penny in your hand right now. If you enjoyed learning about the 1988 Nomad Mark Lincoln penny and want to discover more valuable coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell. Share this video with fellow coin enthusiasts, and let us know in the comments if you have a unique coin story to share. 1989 Lincoln 1-cent penny. In this video, we're going to take an in-depth look at the current market value and the potential worth of this seemingly ordinary penny, which, with the right characteristics, could fetch millions of dollars. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual observer, understanding the nuances of rare coins can be an exciting journey. So, let's get started. The 1989 Lincoln penny, at first glance, might seem like just another piece of change. However, as we dig deeper into the world of coin collecting and rare finds, we'll uncover the secrets that make this coin truly exceptional. To start, the 1989 penny was minted in large numbers, with the standard design of Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. So, what makes this particular penny so special? Well, it's all about condition, variety, and the potential for rare errors, which can dramatically increase the value of any coin. One of the key factors in determining the value of the 1989 penny is its condition. Pennies that are in excellent condition, with sharp details, little to no wear, and minimal discoloration, are generally more valuable than those that show heavy signs of wear. Coins graded as MS-65 or higher, which means they are in mint state, can demand higher prices. Some pennies have been preserved so well that they are practically pristine, and these coins have the potential to reach thousands of dollars at auction. But it's not just about the condition. The 1989 penny also stands out because of specific errors and varieties that have emerged in the market. For example, some 1989 pennies have been discovered with unusual die errors, such as double die obverse, where the image of Lincoln appears to be duplicated. This type of error can make a coin highly sought after by collectors, driving its value up exponentially. A penny with a rare error, such as a misstrike or off-center minting, could be worth far more than its face value and might even approach the price of a new car or more, depending on the rarity of the mistake. Another reason why some of these coins are worth a significant amount is because of demand. While many pennies from the 1980s were mass-produced, coin collectors often target specific years due to the unique characteristics of certain minting periods. With fewer of these pennies in circulation today, they become increasingly rare and desirable, which further drives up their value. Now, let's talk about the current market value of a 1989 Lincoln penny. If you have a standard 1989 penny in circulation, its value is still pretty close to 1 cent. However, if your coin is in near mint or mint condition, or if it features an error, its worth could skyrocket. A coin in MS65 or higher condition can be worth anywhere from a few dollars to $100. But when it comes to rare error coins or limited run varieties, the value can increase significantly. Some rare error pennies can fetch thousands of dollars on the open market, especially if they're certified by organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. If you happen to come across an exceptionally rare 1989 penny with a highly coveted error or variety, it's not out of the question that it could fetch anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 at auction. In some extraordinary cases, when the error is of the highest caliber and the penny is in near perfect condition, collectors have paid over $1 million for a single coin. So, how can you tell if your 1989 penny is worth more than just a few cents? First, check for any visible errors. Look closely at the obverse and reverse for double die patterns, unusual mint marks, or even signs of misstrikes. Next, examine the overall condition of the coin. A penny that has been kept in a safe, dry place, away from the elements, is more likely to be in a higher grade. Coins that have been circulated heavily or exposed to harsh conditions are usually worth less, as the wear and tear decrease their value. It's also important to get your coin authenticated and graded by a reputable service. A certified coin will come with a grading report that helps determine its value in the market. For example, a 1989 penny that's been graded as MS65 by NGC could fetch a premium compared to one that's simply sitting in a coin jar, waiting to be spent out. In conclusion, while the 1989 Lincoln 1-cent penny may seem like a common coin to many, it can be worth a lot more under the right circumstances. If you're lucky enough to find a rare error or a coin in exceptional condition, you might just have a hidden gem in your hands, potentially worth hundreds or even millions of dollars. Remember, coin collecting is a hobby that blends history, artistry, and the thrill of discovery. So keep an eye out, as the next valuable penny might be just a pocket change away. 1990 Lincoln cent with no mint mark. If you've ever come across one of these coins and wondered about its value, stick around. We'll take an in-depth look at its rarity, the factors that determine its worth, and how much you could potentially sell it for in today's market. Let's start by talking about what makes the 1990 Lincoln penny unique. Most of the coins you encounter will either have a D mint mark, indicating they were produced in Denver, or an S mint mark, signifying they were made in San Francisco. However, the 1990 penny with no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This specific version stands out because it's relatively rare in comparison to other pennies produced that year. The 1990 Lincoln penny is primarily made of copper-plated zinc, like other pennies from the late 20th century. It features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and the reverse features the Lincoln Memorial. While these coins were produced in large quantities back in 1990, there's something interesting about the specific quality and rarity of the no mint mark version that can make it worth much more than its face value. So, let's talk about the current market value. As of now, most 1990 pennies in average condition are worth just 1 cent. That's right, if your penny has been circulating for decades, it may not be worth much more than what it was minted for. However, the value of this penny starts to increase when the condition of the coin is pristine. If your 1990 Lincoln penny is in uncirculated, gem-quality condition, you could be looking at a coin worth anywhere from 10 to 50 cents. These coins are still relatively affordable, but for collectors, even a small difference in condition can lead to a noticeable price bump. Now, let's talk about the big numbers, the ones that make collectors' hearts race. What about a 1990 Lincoln penny in perfect condition or one with an error? That's where things get interesting. While the coin is not a rarity on the scale of other famous error coins, there have been reports of rare finds that have hit the auction circuit and commanded impressive sums. A 1990 penny without a mint mark but in mint state, with the finest quality, can fetch several $100s. But it doesn't end there. If you happen to have a 1990 penny with an error or special characteristic, such as a double die or an off-center strike, the value skyrockets. Some of these rare era coins have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars. In the right market, these special editions of the 1990 penny can even approach the $1 million mark. But let's be clear, finding one of these coins in mint condition or with an error is incredibly rare. For most collectors, the 1990 no mint mark penny is going to be a more affordable option, but for those lucky enough to find an error or have a coin with perfect quality, the rewards can be astronomical. To sum it up, while the 1990 Lincoln penny no mint mark is not a coin you'll necessarily find lying around worth millions, it's an important coin for collectors and has the potential to increase in value significantly, depending on its quality and whether it contains any rare errors. If you're a coin collector or just getting started, keep an eye on your 1990 pennies. You never know when you might stumble upon a rare one worth much more than the face value. 1995 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. While the 1995 penny might look like any ordinary penny you come across in your pocket, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. You might just be holding a small treasure that could be worth significantly more than its face value. So, let's break down everything you need to know about the 1995 no mint mark Lincoln penny, including its history, rarity, and current market value. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1995 Lincoln penny was issued as part of the U.S. Mint's regular coinage series. But here's where things get interesting. The lack of a mint mark on this coin sets it apart from other pennies of the same year. Usually, a mint mark, either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco, is stamped on coins to indicate where they were minted. However, some 1995 pennies were minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't use a mint mark at the time, and these are the pennies we're focusing on. Now, why is the 1995 no mint mark penny so valuable? Well, the primary reason is its rarity. In 1995, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, but the ones with no mint mark, those produced at the Philadelphia Mint, are far less common than the ones minted in Denver. While this may not seem like a huge difference, coin collectors know that rarity plays a big role in determining a coin's value. Another important factor in the value of any coin is its grade. The condition of the coin affects how much collectors are willing to pay for it. A coin in mint condition, meaning it shows no signs of wear or damage, is much more valuable than a coin that has been heavily circulated. The 1995 no mint mark Lincoln penny can reach higher values when it's graded at a higher level, such as MS67 or better. These higher grades signify that the coin is almost flawless, which is highly desirable in the world of coin collecting. So, what's the market value of a 1995 no mint mark penny today? If you have one in average circulated condition, it may only be worth a couple of cents, just the regular face value. But if your penny is in excellent condition, uncirculated, and potentially graded by a professional service, you might be looking at a price of around $10 to $20, or even more depending on the grade. However, the true potential for this coin comes when it's part of a set or when it's in top condition. A 1995 no mint mark penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially one graded as MS67 or higher, has been known to fetch as much as $500 or more in auctions. And if you happen to find one with an error or variation, such as a double die or some form of die crack, the value can skyrocket even further, reaching upwards of a few $1,000s. Now, while the 1995 no mint mark penny may not be the rarest coin out there, its value is certainly something to keep an eye on. Collectors are always on the lookout for those unique coins, and if you find a 1995 no mint mark penny in excellent condition or with a rare error, you might just have a hidden gem on your hands. As always, before you sell or buy a coin, it's crucial to get an expert opinion and ensure the coin is properly authenticated and graded. Professional grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service can give you a reliable estimate of your coin's value. To sum it up, while the 1995 no mint mark Lincoln penny may not make you a millionaire on its own, it's still a piece of history that could be worth much more than its face value if you happen to stumble upon one in great condition or with a rare error. Keep an eye out for those pennies, and who knows, you might be holding on to something worth a few hundred or even thousands of dollars. 1997 D. Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance but can actually be worth a surprising amount of money. We'll dive deep into its current market value, how you can spot valuable versions of this coin, and why it has become a coveted item among collectors. So make sure you stay tuned till the end. The 1997 D. Lincoln penny is a 1-cent coin that was minted by the United States Mint, just like any other penny you'd find in your pocket. It features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, on the obverse side, with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Now, the regular 1997 D penny has a face value of just 1 cent, but some versions of this coin are being sold for a lot more than that. To understand why this particular coin could be worth far more than its face value, we need to look at the rarity and condition of the coin. Most pennies you come across in circulation are worth only 1 cent, but some rare versions of the 1997 D penny have become highly sought after. The value of these pennies can range from a few dollars to even more, depending on a few important factors. The condition of the coin is crucial in determining its value. Coins are graded based on their physical state, with higher grade coins fetching more money. The highest grade pennies, known as MS-67 or MS-68, can be sold for hundreds of dollars, or even more in some cases. Another factor that can dramatically increase the value of a coin is the presence of mint errors. These are mistakes made during the minting process, like double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks. If you find a 1997 D penny with a noticeable error, you could be holding a coin worth a lot more than its face value. While the 1997 D penny wasn't part of a particularly low mintage year overall, certain years and batches within a series can have fewer coins produced. This can increase the coin's value due to its relative rarity in circulation. Now, let's get to the good stuff, the money. The current market value of the 1997 D Lincoln penny varies depending on the condition and any errors. In general, a regular 1997 D penny in average circulated condition is still worth just its face value, 1 cent. However, if you have one in uncirculated condition, meaning it's never been used or shows no signs of wear, it could be worth anywhere from $1 to $5. Pennies that have been graded in high mint state conditions, such as MS-65 or higher, could fetch anywhere from $10 to $50, sometimes even more. If you happen to find a 1997 D penny with a notable error, such as a double die or a severe misstrike, the value can jump considerably. In some rare cases, you might even see these coins listed for hundreds or thousands of dollars, depending on the severity and desirability of the error. The 1997 D Lincoln penny stands out because of a few key factors. First, it's one of those coins that collectors often overlook, making it a hidden gem for those who know what to look for. Over time, as more people get into coin collecting, coins like this become rarer and more valuable because fewer of them are circulating. Another reason for its value is its place in the long legacy of the Lincoln penny. As one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, the Lincoln penny holds sentimental and historical value, especially when it's in a high-quality or rare state. Collectors appreciate these pieces for their connection to American heritage. If you're wondering how to check if your 1997 D penny could be worth something, here are a few things to look for. Examine the condition. Check for wear and tear. Coins that look brand new or almost brand new are worth more than those that have been heavily circulated. Look for mint errors. Carefully inspect your penny for minting mistakes, like double strikes or errors in the lettering or design. These can be worth significantly more. Get it graded. If you believe your penny is in great condition or has a mint error, consider getting it graded by a professional grading service. This will give you a more accurate idea of its value and can help you sell it for a higher price. So, is your 1997 D Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny worth $1 million? In most cases, no. But it could certainly be worth more than a regular penny, especially if it's in excellent condition or has a mint error. While it might not be a $1 million coin, it's definitely a collectible worth keeping an eye on. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coin collecting and valuable coins, Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Also, leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or if you have any questions about other coins you might be curious about. 2000 No Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might have one of these hiding in your collection, or even in your change jar, and it could be worth millions of dollars. Let's explore why this coin has become such a hot commodity, and what makes it so valuable in today's market. The 2000 No Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is not your average coin. This coin was minted in the year 2000, but it stands out because of a unique feature that sets it apart from the typical Lincoln pennies of the same year. When most people think of rare pennies, they're usually referring to coins with minting errors or unusual features. The 2000 No Mark penny is a perfect example of this. So, what exactly makes the 2000 No Mark penny so valuable? To answer this question, we need to look at its rare characteristics. While the US Mint produces billions of pennies each year, some are released with minor flaws or errors during the manufacturing process. The 2000 No Mark penny is one such example. The key feature of this penny is the absence of the mint mark that would typically indicate which US Mint facility it was produced at. Most pennies have a D or S mint mark, which tells you whether the coin was minted in Denver or San Francisco. However, the 2000 No Mark penny was minted without a mint mark, and this is where things get interesting. This unusual error makes it highly sought after by collectors and numismatists who are always on the lookout for rare, off-the-beaten-path coins. Now, let's get to the good part, the value. You might be wondering, how much is my 2000 No Mark penny really worth? The answer depends on its condition and any additional rare features it may have. If you happen to have one of these pennies in your collection, it's essential to get it graded by a professional to assess its condition and rarity. A 2000 No Mark penny in excellent condition, with no noticeable wear and tear, can be worth anywhere from several hundred to a few $1,000s. But here's where it gets even more exciting. If the penny has an error that further enhances its rarity, such as a double die or other unique features, its value could soar into the millions. Coins like this are often purchased by high-end collectors, museums, and investors, all competing for a chance to own a piece of numismatic history. You might be asking, why does a missing mint mark make such a difference in value? The simple answer is rarity. In the world of coin collecting, the more unique a coin is, the higher its value tends to be. While the mint mark is a small detail, it is essential for collectors. The absence of the mint mark makes this particular penny a standout rarity, and that's why it's attracting such significant attention in the market. Furthermore, the fact that this error was made during the highly productive year of 2000, when billions of pennies were minted, makes the 2000 No Mark penny even rarer. It's easy to see why this coin has caught the interest of collectors who want to add a valuable, one-of-a-kind piece to their collection. If you think you might have a 2000 No Mark penny sitting in your change jar, it's time to check it out. Here's how to identify it. The coin will have the date, 2000, on the front, but there should be no mint mark to the right of Abraham Lincoln's portrait. Some 2000 No Mark pennies might also have additional minting errors, such as double dies, which can significantly increase their value. The better the condition of your penny, the higher the value. Coins that have little to no wear or damage will fetch a much higher price in the market. The market for rare coins like the 2000 No Mark penny has exploded in recent years, with many buyers willing to pay top dollar for a coin with unique characteristics. Major auction houses, online numismatic platforms, and specialized coin dealers have all reported growing interest in these pennies, and that trend is expected to continue. In fact, coins like the 2000 No Mark penny are considered investment grade items. Their value often increases over time as the rarity becomes more widely recognized and as the supply of available coins diminishes. If you own one of these rare pennies, now might be the perfect time to get it appraised and potentially sell it for a profit. So, there you have it. The 2000 No Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is a rare and highly valuable coin that could be worth anywhere from hundreds to millions of dollars, depending on its condition and any additional errors. If you think you've got one of these pennies in your possession, it's worth taking the time to have it evaluated by a professional. Whether you're a collector or just someone with a bit of spare change, there's always the possibility that you could be sitting on a goldmine of rare coins. 2021 D. Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. You may be thinking, a penny really? But trust me, this coin has caught the attention of collectors and investors alike, and it's worth talking about. We'll explore its history, its features, and most importantly, the current market value, which, believe it or not, could be worth way more than you'd expect. So if you're ready, let's get into it. The 2021 D. Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is part of the standard series of pennies minted by the United States Mint, with the D mint mark indicating it was produced at the Denver Mint. The design features the familiar Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, and on the obverse, we have the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. What makes the 2021 D penny stand out, aside from its continued popularity as part of this series, is the unique circumstances surrounding the coin's production during a time of heightened interest in rare coinage. Despite its modern circulation, the 2021 D penny has developed a following, especially among collectors looking for specific mint marks and varieties. Now let's break down the features of the 2021 D penny. On the obverse, we have the classic image of Abraham Lincoln, facing right, with the inscription, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty" around him. The date, 2021, is clearly visible, and below Lincoln's portrait is the D mint mark, signifying that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. On the reverse side, we have the Lincoln Memorial, a beloved design that's been on the penny since 1959. The reverse also includes the words, E Pluribus Unum, and United States of America, along with the coin's denomination of 1 cent. Though the design may seem standard, it's important to note that the value of this penny can vary based on condition, minting errors, and other factors that influence its desirability in the collector's market. Here's where things get interesting. As of now, the 2021 D penny is still relatively common, but it has begun to attract the attention of coin collectors and investors due to certain factors that can significantly increase its value. The general circulating 2021 D pennies are worth only 1 cent, just like any other regular penny. However, if you happen to have a coin that is in pristine, uncirculated condition, it can be worth more than its face value. A mint condition 2021 D penny could easily fetch 10 to 15 cents, which isn't a huge return, but it's a nice bump from the typical penny. Where things get really interesting, though, is in cases where the coin features mint errors. If you come across a 2021 D penny with a notable error, like a double die or misstrike, its value can skyrocket. Depending on the severity and rarity of the error, these pennies could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For example, if you manage to find a 2021 D penny with a significant error such as a double strike or a die crack, you could see it listed for thousands of dollars, especially if it's in uncirculated condition. To put things into perspective, let's take a look at some examples of other coins in recent years that have skyrocketed in value. In some rare cases, a modern coin with a mint error has been sold for over $1 million. While the 2021 D penny may not reach those heights just yet, it shows that certain factors, like mint errors, the rarity of the coin, and demand, can push its value far beyond its intended price. Some of the highest selling pennies in recent history have been the result of extremely rare errors or limited runs, and with a growing interest in collecting unique coins, the value of the 2021 D penny could continue to rise over time. As for the current market demand, collectors are increasingly looking for coins like the 2021 D penny, especially those with potential for unique features or error coins. The demand for specific years, mint marks, and even small details can drive the value of a coin up, even in modern coins. Though the 2021 D penny may not be the most highly sought-after coin just yet, the right person searching for it, or the right condition, could push its market value into the realm of hundreds or thousands of dollars. If you're hoping to find a valuable 2021 D penny, here are a few things to look out for. If your coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition with sharp details, and nowhere, it's worth more than a typical circulated coin. Keep an eye out for double dies, die cracks, or misstrikes. These can add significant value to a penny, sometimes even in the thousands. Occasionally, the US Mint will release special versions of coins with low mintage, and these can become highly valuable. Sometimes, the market value of certain coins increases due to collector demand. The 2021 D penny is still new, but as time goes on, its value could rise as more people get interested in it. While the 2021 D Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny isn't yet a coin that's guaranteed to make you millions, it's certainly one worth keeping an eye on. In perfect condition and with a potential error or mint variety, it could be worth significantly more than its face value. So, if you have a 2021 D penny, take a closer look. You never know if you have a hidden gem on your hands. And as always, don't forget to check your other coins too, as even pennies from recent years can sometimes turn into valuable finds.